successful brokerages are automating 10% of their freight, achieving 15% more loads per rep, and increasing their profitability by 20%. This is especially critical right now as capacity tightens. I'm Anthony Sutardja, CEO of Parade, and over the next 6 minutes, my team and I are going to show you why you need to be focused on capacity management and how you can drive these results for your brokerage.
And I'm Lindsay Watt, the head of product at Parade. As a broker, the challenge you constantly face is how can I find the right carrier for this shipment? When you do this well, you reuse the same set of core carriers. You get better prices, happier shippers, and better margins in return. But today, it's difficult to quickly find the best carrier for each shipment. Right now, in your TMS and across your team, you've got the data to find the right truck for each load, but this critical data exists in different silos. Your carrier reps, they're bombarded with emails from carriers with capacity that may or may not be useful. Your TMS, it knows where loads are supposed to go, but it doesn't know where trucks are. So you hit the load boards, and it's feast or famine. There's a better way to do this. You need to expertly manage capacity. You need Parade.
Parade combines all the data sources from each one of these silos and more, and uses machine learning to create a ranked list of who the best carriers are for each load. This is a hard problem that our natural language processing and AI engineers have spent years perfecting. We've also done the heavy lifting of integrating with all the leaders in the industry. TMSs like McLeod, TMW, Aljex, and Turbo. Carrier onboarding services like RMIS and My Carrier Packets, the load boards like DAT and Keep Trucking, and even the pricing intelligence tools they use like DAT RateView. This is important because we can now get you achieving results in less than 30 days.
We combine the data and the signals from each of these different sources to find you the right carrier for every load. And not only do we give you the right carrier for every load, we reuse your best carriers. No more one and dones. Give your shippers a consistent, reliable, predictable experience. As you can see here, I'm showing you who the best carriers are for each load and why. Who's emailed in capacity, who's searching for this type of load, and who's coming off of a nearby load. Parade puts all of this information instantly at your carrier reps' fingertips.
But finding the right carrier isn't enough. We also automate the booking process so that your carriers can digitally book without ever talking to a carrier rep. Your carrier reps then become freed up to handle the tougher freight. This carrier is reviewing and booking a load digitally without ever talking to a carrier rep at the brokerage.
And if your private network of carriers can't cover a load, Parade's got that covered too. We can instantly syndicate your loads to all the top load boards, saving your reps time and getting loads covered. What's more is that carriers can digitally book now on each of those load boards. This saves even more time for your reps and gets those loads covered faster.
All of this matters even more in a market that is facing tight capacity right now, as well as a long-term shift towards digital and disruption. Let's hear from freight industry leading analyst Evan Armstrong about the importance of every brokerage having a capacity management system like Parade.
Thank you, Anthony. Having an intelligent capacity management system such as Parade is important to any domestic transportation management 3PL's overall strategy. Use of such a system increases carrier utilization, the percent of digital bookings, and overall operational performance.
Not only is Parade endorsed by analysts, it's working for our customers. We mentioned earlier that Parade will automate 10% of your freight, let your reps handle 15% more loads, and increase your margins by 20% or more. Now let's hear from Alex Maurer at Jones Transportation, who's experienced exactly this.
The biggest change in our carrier sales reps day-to-day life at Jones has been the ability to go sell. You know, at Jones, the most important thing for our salespeople to be able to do is sell. So to give you some context on that, in previous life, carrier sales reps had to do all this operational activity, which was really labor intensive, meaning connecting carrier backhauls, building round trips, analyzing data to basically create triangles for our carrier network. And often that kind of mentality in the brokerage world has been dials for dollars. Well, now with Parade, we get to say data for dollars, right? We have that data presented to us, and we can actually use it immediately and query it immediately and use it on our sales calls to our carriers, and actually use it to create revenue through booking loads. Since we started using Parade, our digital booking has just become part of the day-to-day norm for our company. And with that digital booking, there's just less negotiation with the carriers. And so that has driven our margins to be 22% more profitable. Brokers that are not investing in capacity management tools are going to be at a huge disadvantage in the marketplace.
Imagine if your team was achieving 10% automation, 15% more loads per rep, and 20% more profitability. What would this make your 2021 look like? Call or email Parade to find out.